In this episode of 10 Best Ones, we are going to check out the top 5 best 75-inch TVs in 2018. I made this list based on my personal opinion, and I tried to list them based on their price, quality, durability and more. If you want to see the price and find out more information about these 75-inch TVs, you can check out the links down in the description and the comment section below. Okay, so, let's get started with the video. At number 5, we have the LG 75-inch UK 6570 pub. The 75-inch UK 6570 pub is a relatively affordable, Ultra HD smart TV that was released this year, and by default, this means that it packs the latest technologies. That's why, let's get quickly into action and find out what's so special about this TV. This model features an elegant, dark gray polished construction that looks beautiful from any perspective, whether you see it from the front, the back, or from beneath, due to the fact that its slim borders do really enhance the beauty of its already beautiful appearance. At the bottom, you will see two sharp feet that completely blend with the TV's appearance, but if we take this aside, most of the users claim that they are doing an excellent job in supporting the cabinet, so feel free to place this TV whenever you want. Around the back and the rear, there are the connection ports, and they include two USB ports, single RF connector, one Ethernet port, 4 HDMI ports, and one composite input shared with component, and if you ask me, I think that you will not feel restricted in terms of expandability. Moving on, this unit is LED backlit, has a native resolution of 3840 by 2160, which basically means that you will be able to view UHD images, and when we add the fact that it has a refresh rate of 60 Hz, which is furtherly enhanced with the TrueMotion technology, it means that even the most dynamic scenes will look sharp, and you won't notice even a slight blur. For your information, the UK 6570 pub is powered by a quad-core processor that has a purpose to minimize the video noise, and ensure that the overall sharpness and color definition will be lifelike, which in practice has proven as true, so for now, I don't have any remarks. But, LG didn't stop here, since the manufacturer has integrated the tone mapping technology which provides scene-by-scene optimization with the intention to maximize your user experience, so I really think that you will be impressed with the visuals you see. To conclude, UK 6570 pub deserves your attention, because it combines smart with 4K capabilities with a price that is affordable for most of the customers on the market. Moving on, at number 4, we have the TCL 75C807. The TCL 75C807 is among the most purchased TVs in 2017, but even in this year, users are still purchasing it because of its tremendously good capabilities, that can satisfy even the most demanding customers on the market. The C807 sports a modern construction that is accompanied by a 0.3-inch brushed metal bezel that surrounds the top and the sides of the screen, and a 2.4-inch front-facing soundbar that packs 8-watt drivers for audio. In addition, the cabinet is supported by metal feet that will ensure a higher level of stability and support, but you will also have an opportunity to mount this TV on your wall, if you take an advantage of the VESA 200x200 mount. The connection ports are fairly robust, and they include a USB port, an Ethernet port, 3 HDMI ports, an antenna cable connection, 3.5mm audio inputs and outputs and an optical audio output. However, you won't find a composite or component inputs here, so I will leave this up to you to decide whether we can consider it as a remark or not. Performance-wise, the C807 uses the TCL's NBP photon technology, which will drastically improve the color space coverage, and when we add into consideration the 4K Ultra HD picture and the HDR support, it means that TV will output truly realistic visuals. Moreover, this model has an impressive refresh rate of 120 Hz, meaning that sports and the fast-paced movie scenes will be properly captured, so the chances that you will ever notice blur are set to the minimum. When it comes to its smart functionalities, the Roku TV will grant you an access to over 4,000 streaming channels and over 450,000 movies of which you can choose from, but what got my attention the most is that most of the users claim that the Roku platform is not only rich, but it is intuitive as well, so you won't have any difficulties in terms of navigation. Overall, the C807 is worthy of considering, especially if you want to taste the benefits of having a quality Roku TV. Next up, at number 3, we have the Samsung QN75 Q8C. The Samsung QN75Q8C would be an excellent option for you, especially if you're looking for a curved, 4K QLED TV that packs an excellent build quality with a versatile performance. So if you've been looking for something similar, then let's find out what this one has to offer for you. This model has an all-silver, brushed metal construction that is followed by very thin borders, while if you look from the side, you can notice that the TV appears a bit thicker, which is quite normal considering the fact that we are talking about a curved TV. At the bottom, there is an elegant, yet sturdy stand that feels solid and acts the same way. However, if you accidentally knock the TV, it may wobble a bit. However, it is not a big deal. Moving on, the connection ports include a single Ethernet port, 4 HDMI ports, 3 USB ports, a digital optical output, and a tuner, so we'll never feel restricted in terms of expandability. When it comes to the performance, this unit uses the quantum dots technology, which makes this unit extremely effective in revealing detailed and vibrant colors, while on the other side, its refresh rate of 120 Hz will ensure that even while gaming, you won't notice an occurrence of a blur. Another great thing about this unit is its top-notch native contrast ratio, which is high enough to ensure that the blacks will look exceptionally deep, and this is always welcome, since you will enjoy having a real cinematic experience. I would also like to mention that most of the customers have reported us that they had an amazing experience with watching HDR movies on this TV, and to be honest, this doesn't surprise me since the biggest highlights regarding the Q8C is its color performance. Last but not least, since it is a smart TV, you can take an advantage of the Samsung App Store in order to download numerous apps, but what's cool about it is that the apps are running smoothly while the interface is ad-free, so you won't be bothered by anything. To conclude, I strongly recommend you consider this TV, and if you ever decide to purchase it, you will unlikely regret that decision. Moving on, at number 2, we have the Samsung QN75Q8F. The Samsung QN75Q8F is yet another QLED TV, but what makes it different from the previous one is that it is flat. It was released this year, and as expected, it supports the latest trends and technologies, which makes it be a great option for everyone who wants to be in touch with the modern lifestyle. Aesthetically speaking, the Q8F boasts a modern, minimalistic look with elegant lines and a handsome-looking, chrome finish that makes this unit suitable for any home decor. At the back, you can notice the 4 VESA holes, of which you can take an advantage in order to mount this TV on your wall if you want to save some space, while on the side, there are the connection ports that are composed of 2 USB ports, 4 HDMI ports, a digital optical audio output, an Ethernet port, and a tuner. At the bottom, positioned on each side, there are 2 sturdy feet that will not only keep the cabinet stable, but they will also let you place a soundbar directly in front of the screen, and help you have an easy cable management. Moving on, this TV is powered by a powerful Q engine, which in practice does an extremely good job in optimizing the content you see for achieving an excellent 4K, color, and HDR quality. But let's not forget the fact that the screen itself has controlled zones of full array LEDs that will automatically adjust themselves to ensure pure whites and deep blacks, so as you can see, this TV is ideal for a movie marathon. I would also like to mention that the Q8F has a refresh rate of 120 Hz, and you can also use this TV for gaming, since it has an excellent response time and supports 120 FPS motion interpolation even if you take an advantage of its game mode. On the other hand, the refresh rate makes this TV perfect for sports, so you can always experiment. Overall, the Q8F is a must-have option, so give it a try and assure yourself of its quality. And finally, at number 1, we have the Sony X900F. The Sony X900F is among the best, if not the best 75-inch TV that you can find on the market, and the reason is quite simple, since this model has a stunning motion handling, and it can produce a brilliant picture quality that will take your breath away from the moment you turn it on. The X900F has a gorgeous, silver construction which, even though it is almost entirely plastic, it feels and looks premium. If we take a closer look at the borders, you can notice that they are very thin, while if you view this unit from the side, you can notice that it has an average thickness, so when you see it as a whole, I think that you will be impressed. At the bottom, there are 2 strategically positioned feet that support the cabinet, and what I like the most about them is that they have enough space between them to let you place a soundbar, and they also have an embedded hole at the rear, of which you can take an advantage in order to route the cables through and have an easy cable management. When it comes to the connection ports, they include 3 USB ports, 4 HDMI ports, a digital optical output, a 3.5mm analog audio output, a composite input, a tuner, an IR input, and an Ethernet port. Moving on, this particular model is powered by the well-known X1 Extreme processor, which is specifically designed to ensure a real-time image processing so that the visuals you see will be upscaled to near 4K HDR quality for your ultimate user experience. In addition, the X900F uses the X-Motion Clarity technology, and what's cool about it is that this technology will play a huge role in minimizing the blur, so that the fast action scenes will look smooth and clear. Another great thing about this unit is that it has a native refresh rate of 120 Hz, and supports HDR gaming, so you can plug it to your Sony PlayStation 4 and enjoy a smooth and realistic gameplay. To conclude, I'd strongly recommend you consider this product as your next purchase, and if you ever decide to purchase it, you will see what makes it different from the others. Thanks for watching, I hope you liked this video. If this video was helpful to you, please remember to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this in the future, and if you have any questions related to these 75-inch TVs, you can leave a comment down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can.